guys, welcome back. Today we're going to dive into Darth Vader. So I did misspeak on my last Patreon update. Before getting back into Star Wars issue 4, we've got a couple more Vader issues to cover. Today we're diving into Darth Vader issue 2, also known as Book 1, Part 2, Vader. In issue number 1, we saw Vader enlist the bounty hunters Boba Fett and Black Chrysanthemum to find the boy from the Death Star and Palpatine's agent, respectively. Vader was scolded by his master and informed that Moff Tagge is being promoted to Grand General to fill in the vacancy left by Tarkin's demise aboard the Death Star. This issue begins with an Imperial shuttle being attacked by pirates. The pirates disabled the shuttle's engines so that they can take their cargo. However, right as a torpedo is about to blast them to oblivion, the Imperial shuttle is saved by the timely arrival of one Lord Vader, who simply remarks, "Have faith." The attacking ship appears to be fully automated, unlike the Imperial weapons facility on Cymoon 1. Vader neutralizes the engine core and reports mission successful back to the Star Destroyer Annihilator. Aboard the Annihilator, Vader debriefs with Tagge. They were suspecting that the ship would be automated. Vader sounds notably impressed at how advanced these robotics are. Tagge comments how urgent it is that these attacks be addressed, and it's revealed that the cargo being stolen are the supplies Vader secured from Jabba in issue number 1. Now, it's important to note that Vader and Tagge do not see eye to eye. Vader had a respect for Tarkin that he does not have for Tagge. The next few panels have Tagge and Vader posturing, with Tagge reinforcing his opinion on the Death Star being foolhardy. Vader remarks that Tarkin had vision, and you have graphs. Now, it's important to note here that upon arriving, Vader commented that with all these raids, he would suspect a security breach, and Tagge somewhat dismissed the notion. Now, their plan is to repair the automated ship enough to be used to locate the base it was operating from. Vader himself will lead the mission, and Tagge assigns Vader an adjutant. Now, more than to assist Vader, Lieutenant Oon-Ai, the adjutant, is essentially there to spy on Vader for Tagge. As they're making their way to the ship, Oon-Ai mentions that he will require access to all of Vader's communications to provide the necessary data to the general. Vader complies, however, noting that his patience is not without limits. Oon-Ai, shortly after, locates a transmission to Boba Fett, to which Vader retorts that it is a personal matter. Now, they embark on the droid ship and reach its base of operations at the extreme edge of the Outer Rim. A Twi'lek, a Celestin, and a Mon Calamari are operating from the base, and they are happy to see the ship returning. However, upon seeing Vader and his legion of stormtroopers disembark from the ship, they quickly deploy a legion of droids, including destroyers, to repel Vader and his stormtroopers. Now, prior to deploying the droids, while the three are talking amongst themselves, they mention Afra, and they mention that she made them big promises for those supplies. We get some proper Vader action over the next few panels, with him single-handedly almost taking out all of the droids as the stormtroopers were getting blown apart. However, the failsafe was triggered, and the base is now set to self-destruct. Oon-Ai is panicking, however, Vader pushes forward to stop the failsafe, noting that Oon-Ai's mission is to watch Vader. After Vader and Oon-Ai successfully disable the failsafe, Vader says now they must report their findings. Now, immediately we're back on the Annihilator. As he arrives, Vader compliments Tagge on how accurate his information was, save for one crucial area. Vader arrives carrying Oon-Ai's body in his hand, informing Tagge that there was a security leak after all. They found information in the pirates' headquarters, identifying Oon-Ai as the traitor. Vader informs Tagge to vet his next adjutant more closely, as he will be watching them as closely as they will be watching him. The next panel shows Vader uploaded the false information himself via one of the droids, and has the droid self-destruct, ending the issue with, "One can always trust droids." So what are my thoughts? This was an interesting issue. We really saw the lengths of Vader's patience here. He remained pretty calm and collected throughout the entirety of the issue, even when butting heads with Tagge, both initially and towards the end. He kept his cool demeanor. his endgame with Oon-Ai was a relatively genius play. He set up right as he arrived that there was probably a security leak, and it ultimately he used Oon-Ai as the security leak. And it's a move that we would more expect of a Clone Wars era Anakin. It's nice to see these comics attempt to bridge the prequel and sequel personas more holistically than the source media did. Also, fan favorite Afro was first mentioned in this issue and will be making her appearance in Vader issue number 3, which we'll be looking at on Friday. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching.